The new European season on Sorare is nearly up on us, and we're going to take a look at the FC Tato's Villa Gallery and see what I spent 4k on, which I believe is going to smash this season. To start off with, we're going to take a look at a few sales I have made. I got rid of a bit of the debt from the gallery, but I done this to bring in some absolute smashers. I believe they're going to be game breaking on Sorare this season. And we got rid of Marcus Rashford, Kvaratskhelia, Valverde, Lisandro Martinez, Trafford, Tchouaméni, Neuer, Suamana, Brahim from Real Madrid, Vicario Osimhen, Rafinha, Van der Voort, an Olsen, a Tielemans, a João Felix, a Ugarte, and a few other rewards I won there. Weren't worth much. £5, just sent them to Sir Hiss. But I sold this depth to bring in two really big players. And these players were Cole Palmer in season and Bukayo Saka in season. I won't go into too much detail why I believe these are going to be smashers. I have got a video up on the channel going through this, so if you want to take a look after, the video is up there. So yeah, brought in Bukayo Saka, Cole Palmer. I've also brought in a player called Alvaro Carreras. He plays for Benfica, and I've brought him in because I have a Trubin for under 23s. He's also under 23. And he started scoring really well towards the end of the season. They started giving him 90 minutes. He got a goal, 85 points, sub appearance there, 59 points there, 85 with an assist, and then 54 there. So I've been keeping a track on Benfica, keeping an eye, and looks like, I think it's like 4 out of 5 of the pre-season friendlies so far. He has started them all at left back. So that is why I have brought him in to link up with Trubin in the under 23s. And obviously we got the Villa boys. I do it every season. I buy the Villa collection, probably overpay on a few of them, but I get them in straight away, start building up their XP. I've just been a Villa fan, as you can see. We bring in the Villa boys every season, and I have also brought in a João Felix in season. Obviously he's linked to Villa. Will he come? I doubt it. There's a chance. Atletico don't seem to want him, so brought him in just in case he does join Villa. So we'll take a look a bit of the depth we've got in the gallery for this European season. I'm going to be playing Premier League Classic, Champion Classic, and under 23. I've got my tactics video out. That is also on the channel if you want to take a look at that. But we've got Thibaut Courtois, obviously can only be played in Champion or La Liga. David Raya, Premier League or Champion. We've got Trubin as an under 23 keeper. Alisson, obviously Premier League and Champion. Ter Stegen, La Liga Champion. Bart Verbruggen can play obviously all three, under 23, Champion and Prem. We got Mike Maignan, obviously he can only play in in Champion. I've got 3 versions of Emi Martinez, because obviously I collect every Villa collection. I got Lucas Chevalier, also under 23, but he can only go in Champion or under 23, because obviously Ligue 1 don't have their own competition. Jordan Pickford, Premier League Champion. Marmadashvili, obviously play La Liga or under 23 or Champion. He is looking to get a move, whether he will or not, whether he stays. Hopefully he'll still be the #1 next season. Unai Simon. And then we move into a few of the backup keepers. Always nice to have the backup keepers, the handcuff situation as they call it. So if their main keeper gets injured, the #1, you have got the replacement, because they do fly up in price if the #1 keeper gets injured and the backup has to come in. So we got Lunin, got Kovar, we got Ortega, Ramsdale, Kelleher, Pina, Colhine, Uric, obviously Olsen backup for Villa. And these more are just collection pieces down here. just to build up the XP on the gallery. So that is the goalkeepers. Let's take a quick look at the defenders. Going into defenders, we've got Grimaldo, Schlotterbeck, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Saliba, Koundé, Militao, Romero, Gvardiol, Calafort, Fury, who has obviously just joined Arsenal, Ben White, Van Dijk, and Maatsen, who is now a Villa player, Marquinhos, Robertson, Ferland Mendy, Lenny Yoro, gutted he just picked up an injury for Man U, because I think he was going to be a big under-23 player for me this season. Alphonso Davies, Van de Ven, then we've got Kwanzaa, Gabriel, Timber, Rudiger, Araujo, and Lenormand, who has obviously just joined Atletico, Jonathan Tah, Konate, Hincapié, Ake, Stones, Pau Torres, then we got Kwanzaa multiple times, Alvaro Carres, who we just talked about from Benfica, Diego Carlos, Digne, and this is mostly the Villa boys now, and a few more of the collection pieces. Going into the midfield, we have got Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, Saka, Palmer, but obviously I've got their forward cards as well, so this could come in really handy with multiple lineups. Obviously 3 Prem, 3 Champ, 3 under-23s. These guys can fit in all of them. Odegaard, Rice, Vert, Bruno Fernandes, Elise, who's just joined Bayern, who I think is going to absolutely destroy the Bundesliga this season. This guy is some special talent. Bruno Guimaraes, Xavi Simons, who looks like it's been confirmed today that he is rejoining Leipzig on another season-long loan. Kimmich, Vitinha, McAllister, Goulet. Obviously, I reckon he's going to be a sub most of the time for Real Madrid, but he's really young and he will stay in the gallery. Pedri, who obviously picked up an injury during the Euros, but hopefully it won't take him too long to get back. Tillman as a one of a reward, good under-23 player, so I kept him. Paulinho, who's just joined Bayern. Kobbie Mainoo, who was really good for England in the Euros. João Neves, who is joining PSG. We've got Szoboszlai, Olmo, who is currently linked to Barcelona. Camavinga, Havertz, Enzo Fernandez, Amadou Onana, who's just joined Villa. Baturina, another reward. First game last week, scored 100 points, so he could be another big player for under-23s. Fabian Ruiz, Tonali will be back from his ban this season. Grealish, Smith Rowe has just joined Fulham. And then a lot more from the Villa collections and a lot more of the collection pieces to build up the XP. Douglas Luiz, still got him down as a Villa player at the moment. Don't know why, because he is a Juve player. And that is about it for the midfielders. Then going into the forwards, we have got Kylian Mbappe, our new Saka and Palmer. We've got Kane, Vinny Jr. I've got the Musiala forward card, which he is now a midfielder, so there's not many of those on the platform. Heung-min Son, Boniface Salah, Anthony Gordon. We got 3 Ollie Watkins, Nico Williams, Garnacho Gakpo, Rodrigo. Conceição was also a reward that we kept. Alvarez, who is also linked to PSG, and there was another team, can't remember who it is, so he maybe get a move from City. Nunes, Diaz, Terrier, who has just joined Leverkusen. Jesus, can he do well for Arsenal this season? Can he stay fit? Fingers crossed, because I think he could be a really good player if he stays fit. Bailey there, Martinelli, João Felix. Jimenez was a reward for Feyenoord, who was a really good player also. We got a Trossard, Diego Jota. God knows what's going to happen with Duran. West Ham are trying to get him. Villa fans now hate him. Doing the hammer sign on his social media, on his Instagram story, on a video. So they want him out the club. And then these are just collection pieces. And Diarby, who has gone to Saudi. Card that cost me £45, who is now worth £1.10. So that is the players we have got for this European season. So after getting rid of some pieces out the gallery and bringing some new pieces in, I've got to game week 504. I know it starts 502, the Premier League, but Bundesliga are also in 504. So we're going to see the potential lineups we could put out for this game week. It's only the second week into the season, so all my players are available, and we'll see what depth we have and see if there is anything else I believe we need to bring in, see if there's any holes in the gallery that could do with a bit of backup. I'm going to start Premier League, I'm going to go champ, and then I'm going to go under 23 and go again, work my way through them. Excuse me. I've got this in the tactics video why I'm doing this. So yeah, so to start off, we are going to start Premier League Classic and pick our goalkeeper. And I do like to pair the goalkeeper with a defender, obviously being to keep a clean sheet. The goalkeeper gets the decisive for a clean sheet, and the defender gets an extra 10 points for the clean sheet. In this game week, Villa are playing Arsenal. Some of my best players are from Arsenal. Obviously, I've got loads of Villa players, but I've got some rotations, so it is not too bad. So to start with, I think I would have to go Alisson at home to Brentford in the first lineup. And then to pair with him, obviously, I've got Van Dijk, but it probably would have to be Trent going in there with him, just because we know how capable he is on Sorare of getting massive scores, because the amount of balls he puts into the box, the passes he plays, it's just ridiculous. He can score really well in this game. Then obviously Man City at home to Ipswich. You don't need a reason to put Rodrigo in. He is just a smasher on this game. He's one of the best players on the game for a reason. He just scores insane. And then the forward, like I brought in the Saka forward card, but he is against Villa. I think it's going to be a tough game. It is at Villa Park, so it's probably going to be out of Son, Gordon, and Palmer. Son at home to Everton, Gordon away to Bournemouth, and Palmer away to Wolves. So I probably would take Heung-min Son in this lineup, and then the last one, I like to go double mids in my lineup. So obviously forwards are usually very decisive dependent. So if they don't get a decisive goal or assist or something like that, the scores aren't usually great. Where midfielders, they can get tackles, they can get interceptions, they can get the assists, they can get the goals. They're just all-round players. So got Rodrigo in there. Could go Bruno Fernandes. They are away to Brighton. Could be a tough game. Declan Rice obviously is against Villa. So potentially in this one, I would go Bruno Guimaraes away at Bournemouth and captain Rodrigo. And then we go into champ. Champ Classic, first team, and then we go again. We pick the champ players. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to fill in all these lineups, and I will be back as soon as I have. So the lineups have been built. Took a long time. Obviously, these are only going to be provisional lineups. Obviously, players might get injured, players might leave. And obviously, we'll be checking the lineup projections everywhere I can find before the season starts. But in Premier League Classic, I started off with Alisson, Trent, Rodrigo, Son, and Bruno Guimaraes. In Team 2, I've got Ortega, Cavadiol, Bruno Fernandes, Cole Palmer forward card, and Alexis McAllister. I don't know why it's a hunch, but I believe Ortega is going to be City's #1 keeper this season, even if Ederson stays. They played a friendly last night, and Ortega got like 79, 80 minutes. One of the youngsters off the bench got the final 10 minutes, and Ederson didn't even come off the bench. It's not like he's unfit. He didn't go away with Brazil in the Copa, so yeah, I just don't know why Ederson didn't play. And Ortega got a lot of games towards the back end of last season, so fingers crossed, I reckon he can be. If he's not, if Ederson is going to start, I will just replace him with someone else. And then Team 3, I've gone with a bit of an Arsenal stack, but Raya, White, Odegaard, Saka forward card, but I've stuck Cole Palmer in there as a bit of a differential. And going into champ, we have got the Real Madrid boys, Courtois, Militao, Bellingham, Mbappe. But we've chucked one of the PSG boys in there as a differential for that lineup. In the second lineup, we've got Maignan, Romario, Vitinha, Musiala, and Kimmich. Probably will swap Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz around, but I'll do that closer to the time. And then third lineup is Ter Stegen, Koundé, Olmo, Harry Kane, and Declan Rice. Now going into under 23, they've only got one lineup on here at the moment, so I chucked the first two in the training spots. We've got Trubin, Alvaro, Baturina, Gordon, and Elise. Team 2 are Chevalier, Van de Ven, Xavi Simons, Conceição, and João Neves. And then Team 3 was Marmadashvili, Saliba, Saka, Vinny Jr. and Tillman. This could have been Marmadashvili, could be leaving, or Verbruggen, but I believe Verbruggen has picked up an injury and he will miss the first few games of the season. Not 100% on that, we'll have to check, but I believe he is out for the first couple of games. And that left us with a few players that we could chuck in Bundesliga Classic with Kovar, Grimaldo, Wirtz, Boniface and Terrier. Not sure if it's going to be Kovar in goal or Hideki. There is rumours that Kovar is going to be the number one this season, but that is another one to look out for. It is not confirmed. La Liga Classic can get in a team of Simon, Rudiger, Camavinga, Rodrigo and Nico Williams. And in season, it's just Villa boys at the moment, because obviously it is the only collection I have got, but Emi Martinez, Konza, John McGinn, Watkins and Yuri Tielemans. And then a team 2 of Martinez, Torres, Onana, Bailey and a classic Mohamed Salah. So I think there's plenty of depth there, plenty of rotation I can use. Excuse me. The only place I probably would get one more card is the under 23 keeper department, because obviously unsure where he's going to end up. Verbruggen might be injured, and yeah, so I couldn't do with a backup for the under 23 goalkeeper situation. But apart from that, I believe I have plenty of depth with what I have bought going into this upcoming season. I'm excited. Playing Classic because I love winning cards. Cash, yeah, it's nice, but it's boring, isn't it? You get to rewards day, you click on your rewards. I got cash. I got some more cash. I like the thrill of opening the cards and seeing who you get. Maybe it's a smasher you haven't spotted that can go in your gallery, go in your lineups each game week. All the preparation is done. The gallery is ready. I just can't wait for the football to start now and start getting these reward videos out on the channel, because I believe it's going to be an epic season on Sorare for FC Tato's Villa. Fingers crossed we can hit some of our goals, which is also another video on the channel if you want to take a look. Don't forget, smash that thumbs up button please, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button for future content. Thanks for watching and have fun.